Big black snake. What? Big black snake.
Big black snake?
Yep. So we are just leaving the shelter and we came upon this up here at the top of the mountain, Low Family Cemetery. And there's a little plot right over here. And there's just some stones. If you can read that, but this says Rosalie Phillip, November 4th, 1934 to July 1st, 2016, Wells Sheffield Funeral Chapel, Livingston, Virginia. I don't know, I just find it fascinating that there's people that were buried here on top of this mountain. This one doesn't have any markings. There's another one there, and there's one right here. So, I don't know, maybe they had a home here once or something. I'll have to look more into it. Looks like we're coming up on what they're calling the ruins. Let's see. W.J. Mayo home place. This was his house at one time. That's what's left of it. Big black snake. Big black snake. Yep.
Big boy.
Yeah, he is. So I just came up the trail there. We left Paul Wolf Shelter where we camped last night. It was about 5 miles here to the Gap. So we narrowed in. We're at Rockfish Gap right now, which is in Waynesboro. And there's a visitor center right over there. We are going to call Stanimals Hostel here in Waynesboro and get a shuttle in and get a bunk for the night. There's Care Bear and Insight. Yeah, we'll see what Waynesboro has to offer. Rockfish Gap. We crossed the street and this is happening. Look at this. King's Gourmet Popcorn. And they have chili cheese and onion dogs, and that is just what I have been craving. We have been on trail for 3 days and had to kind of ration our food a little bit to make it here. We're a little low on food, so today is a glorious day. Look at this. Chili cheese and onion dog, large fry, cold Pepsi. Nice try. Go ahead, have some. I'll share. So, we just got on trail. We were dropped off by Pilgrim. He manages the Stanimals hostel in Waynesboro, and we had narrowed in the day before yesterday, spent the night there, and then took a zero yesterday at the hostel. So we just got back on trail, and we come up here to where we need to fill out our permits for the Shenandoahs. So we're going to do that now and begin the Shenandoah Mountains. And this is where you fill out your permit. And what you do is you just fill it out and you put a copy in the box and you carry a copy with you. This is the trail here where I just came from, and I just got to the top of Bear Den Mountain, and this is what's on top of the mountain here. A big weather radar station. So yeah, there's that. And then this is a little fascinating too. There's some old, looks like tractor seats placed in the ground in various locations for a little outdoor seating. That looks like maybe a little table, or yeah, I think it is a little table down there. So it just confirms that you never know what you're gonna find out here. See, I am at the summit of Little Calf Mountain right here. Beautiful view. I just came from there, and it looks like the trail is going this way. So this here is the summit of Calf Mountain. Yeah, not quite as impressive as Little Calf. All wooded, but a summit nevertheless. So I just said goodbye to Care Bear and Insight. It was a sad goodbye. We have hiked together, the three of us, for probably close to 1,200 miles on the AT between last year and this year, and between getting on and getting off. Sadly, it was time to part ways. They are wonderful friends, and we will keep in touch forever, but it was time for me to push forward. We were kind of struggling with our hiking styles, and I wanted to do a few more miles, push a little and challenge myself. I'm, anxious to get home to Tom and Robert and see Kelly in July, and I felt like I was just moving a little too slow. They like to do a little less plus miles and spend a little more time in camp. Take a few more zeros than I really choose to. So we have talked about it and we've tried to balance it, and we've done pretty good for a lot of miles. But the time, I think, has come for each of us to hike our own hike. So I said goodbye to them. I am heading out on my own, really for the first time since I started the trail. I met the two of them maybe 3 days in, and we have kind of been together ever since. So as hard as it is to say goodbye, I do think it's the right thing for all of us. And we'll see. It's time for me to push and see what I'm capable of on my own out here and challenge myself a little bit. So yeah, that's what's happening. Good morning. I am at the summit of what I believe is Black Rock. I've been on trail for just 15 minutes or so. Left the shelter, well, here in the Shenandoah National Park, they call them huts, but it's the same thing as a shelter. Anyway, just got to the top here, and I don't know if you can see there, but that is the amazing view right there. And if I turn around, look at this here. See that? I guess that's why they call it Black Rock. But it totally reminds me of the White Mountains, Mount Madison in particular. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. Yesterday, after I left Care Bear and Insight, I pushed another 13 miles to the shelter. It was a 21-mile day. And I decided to sleep in the shelter last night. One, because I was tired, and two, there were no level tent spots. So I crawled into the shelter. Wow, this is really beautiful here. Anyway, I am shooting for the second shelter on trail today, but I believe it's like 23 miles. So I'm not sure about that. We'll see. That's my goal. But I may be stopping before that. We'll see what the body says. Anyhow, look at this, man. Let me turn the camera around. Amazing. Beautiful. There's the trail there. Here's where I'm headed. Sun is rising. Look at this. But oh, these rocks bring back memories of the whites. Shenandoah views. I am at High Top Hut or Shelter tonight. I'm about to crawl in my tent, which is right there. I'm up here way away from the shelter because all the tent spots were taken down there when I got here. Today was another 21 and a half mile day. I definitely had to push at the end. The last mile and a half or so was a struggle, but I made it. So I'm pretty happy about that. And got here about 5 o'clock, which is perfect time to get to camp and set up my tent, did my chores, made dinner, and now I'm ready to crawl in and relax. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. The second shelter is 24 miles from here. I don't know about that, but we'll see what happens. Okay, good night.